Hello everyone. This is solving Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics paper, which was from February March 2022. This is paper one, and question number one says to write number 16,037 in figures. So what do we do is, first of all, we write 16,000 something like this and 37 in this way. So you get full marks for this question. Then comes write down six factors of 28. That means you need to find out the numbers that can divide 28. So 1 is the number that can divide 28. Then comes number 2 also can divide 28. Then comes 3, of course, cannot divide 28. So next number is going to be 4. Okay. Then 4 times 7 is 28. And 2 times 14 is also 28. And 28 itself. The easier way to do this one is some of the students what do they do is they write 1 here, 1 times 28 and 2 times 14 and 4 times 7. So this is also a way to solve this kind of question. Then comes write 9876, 9876, and you need to write down this correct to nearest thousand. So nearest thousand number is 8 because this is in hundreds and this is nearest to thousand. Now we look at the next number, which is 9. Since you can see this 8 is more than 5, so we make next number as extra. So that means 9 is going to become 10 and 000 is going to be your answer. That means 10,000 is your correct answer to get full marks. Now comes a question about pictogram shows the number of different color cars garage sale in a month. Now key is already given here. It says that for small boxes makes 12 cars. So that means 3 plus 3 plus 3 and plus 3 makes 12 cars. And the question is work out how many more white cars than red cars in the garage sale. So we need to focus on red and white, and we'll ignore the silver and the yellow. So we look at these two. Now this box is of 12 cars, represents 12 cars, and means this is 12, and this is 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 3 is a 9. So 9 plus 12 is going to be 21. Now let's focus on the white cars. This is the box, small box of 4 makes 12 cars plus 12 cars plus 12 cars and plus 12 cars. So this makes 48 cars. Now the question is asking you to find out how many more white cars than red cars in the garage sale. That means 48 subtracted 21 gives you 27 is your right answer. So once you write 27 over here, you are going to get correct answer. Now comes question number 5, which asks you to write down the reciprocal of 5 over 6. So 6 over 5 is going to be your correct answer, or you can write 1.2 also. Both are fine. Now in question number 6, it says the method of working out 99 times 27 without using a calculator. And the method is giving is that 99 is going to become 100 to make work easy. Okay, multiply by 27 and then subtracted 27. So same method is going to be following here. 99 times 68 is your question. So what you do is you add 1 into this and make your work easier, and then subtract 68 from the sum. So that means this is going to be 6800 minus 68 is going to be giving you 6732, which is going to be a correct answer to get 2 marks out of it. 6732. Now comes a tricky question about time. It says write 5:26 p.m. using the 24-hour clock. That means 12 noon added 5 hours and 26. So your final answer is going to be 17 hours and 26 minutes. So once you write 17 hours and 26 minutes, it's going to be your correct answer. Now, uh, in the second part, it says a journey started at 21:15 one day and ends 4:33 the next day. So what do we do is we find out this way: 21:15 started and it goes till 4:33. So in reality, what is happening here is from 21:15 to 22:15 is 1 hour, right? And 22:15 to 23:15 is going to be your another hour. Now 15 to 00 is going to midnight is going to be 45 minutes extra. So this is a journey which is taking 2 hours and 45 minutes, and then additionally 4 hours and 33 minutes. So it's going to be 8, 7, and 6. Now, never make a mistake of writing this as an answer, okay? Because 60 minutes counts as 1 hour. So it's going to be this 60 if you subtract from here and will be added to 1 hour. So that means 6 hours becomes 7 hours and 18 minutes. So 17 hours and 18 minutes is going to be your correct answer. Now comes the C part. It says change 10,260 seconds into 1 hour, keeping in consideration that 1 hour, that is 60 minutes and 60 seconds, equals to 3600 seconds in 1 hour. Okay, so altogether you have 10,260 divided by 3600. So doing manually, since calculator is not allowed in this paper. So 1026 is divided by 360. So we know very well that 360 times 2 is going to be giving you 720. And once 720 is subtracted from 1026, it's going to be giving you 30 and 6. Since this number is less than 360, we put a decimal here and bring a zero down here, so making it 3060. Now you know very well 360 times 8 is going to giving you 2880, and once you subtract, you get 180. Since decimal is already here, you put a decimal zero here, and 360 times 5 is going to give us 1800. That means 2.85 is going to be your answer. But again, 2.85 is not going to be a correct answer, because 2.82 hours and 85 minutes, 85 minutes. Again, this is going to be 60 subtracted from here. This is going to make us 3 hours, and once 85 minus 60 is going to give us 3 hours and 25 minutes is going to be your correct answer. Now comes question number 9. We know very well that this is 150, so we need to have a value which is around 100 to be subtracted from 150 to make it a 33. So the best way is this way. That means 150 minus 17 minus 10 raised to power 2, which is going to be 100. So 150 minus 100 is going to give us a 50, minus 17 is going to be 33 is your answer. So your answer is something like this. This is your correct answer, and you'll get full marks for it. Okay, so in question number 10, it says to work out under root 5 times 6 square. That means you need to find out under root 5, since this is a paper 1 and you're not allowed to use a calculator. So I'll explain you how to find out the square root of a number which is not a square. For example, 36 36 is given, for example, so you know the root is 6, and if under root 49 is given, so under root is 7. But what happens is you can find numbers when they are in between 6 and 7. Okay, so how do we find out the square root of those numbers? Okay, now the method to find out the square root of a number which is not a square is pretty simple, but it needs your attention. For example, 5 is given here. You need to make a straight line, something like this, and over here, and you start with a square number. So square number, 1 times 1 is a 1, and 2 times 2 is a 4, and 3 times 3 is a 9, which is a bigger number. So what you do is you write 2 times 2 is a 4, right? Now what do we do is make a straight line and do the subtraction. 5 minus 4 gives you a 1. Now here it's going to be a positive, so this 2 plus 2 gives you a 4. Okay, now since we don't have any number, so we put a decimal and we'll bring two zeros here because we are working with the square numbers. Now we know very well that 41 times 1 is a 41, which is a very small number compared to 100. Now we go for a 2. 42 times 2 is how much? 42 times 2 gives you an 84, right? While if I try here, 43 times 3 gives you, 3 times 3 is a 9, 3 times 4 is a 12, which is more than 100. So we will go for 42 times 2, which is 84. So we write 84 here and do the subtractions. Now 100 minus 84 gives you 16, right? Now we bring two zeros once again as in the previous part. Now 42 plus 2 gives you a 44. Get it? Now 441 gives me a 441, which is a very small number compared to 1600. So we go for 442 times 2. Let's see what do we get. 2 times 2 is a 4, 2 times 4 is a 8, 2 times 4 is also an 8, which is pretty small number. We go for 44, 3. That means 443 times 3. This gives me a 3 times 3 is a 9, 3 times 4 is a 12, 3 times 4 is a 12, and 113, which is quite close to this number. Get it? Now we can apply this number. We can go for 444 times 4 also, but still that's going to be more than 1600. So I'll go for 443 times 3 is gonna give me 1328, 29 actually. And this will keep on going, but I will use two decimal places, which is the root. So that means 2.23 times 2.23 is going to be giving me a number which is close to 5. So I will replace under root 5 with 2.23 multiply by 36. Get it? When we multiply 2.23 times 36, multiplication is simple. We are going to get 80.28. 80.28 is going to be your closest number with the answer. Now question number 11, it says Joe thinks of a positive number. Remember, in roots and square root we have a positive and negative numbers when it comes to roots. So he's thinking of a positive number. He squares n. He squares n and then added negative 24 to make it a 25. So what we do is n square plus minus is a minus 24 equals 25. N square equals 25 plus 24, n square equals 49. So n is going to be a 7 or minus 7, but since in the question it says positive number, so you will say positive 7 is the right answer. Now comes to question number 12. It says Indrani and Jagat share some money in the ratio of 7 is to 9. That means 7 over 7 plus 9 multiplied by 100. Calculate the percentage of the money that Indrani receives. That means 7 over 16 times 100. Now since calculator is not allowed, so this is going to be 700 over 16. Further reducing it, it's going to give us 350 and 8, and then it's going to give us 175 over 4. Now 175 is divided by 4. 4 times 4 is a 16. 4 times 3 is a 12. Bring a decimal. 4 times 8, 4 times 7 is a 28. Comes to here, and 0, 4 times 5 is a 20. So 43.75. Most of the students they call it 43.75, which is wrong. Always remember it is 4.43.75, not 75. In question number 13 it says the equation of a line is y equals 5x plus 7. In linear equations, we must know very well that the coefficient of x is 5. So this is always a slope or a gradient. So your correct answer is 5 is the slope or 5 is the gradient of this line. Now it says find the coordinates of the point where this line crosses the y-axis. That means x is going to be 0, and since this plus 7 is a y-intercept, that means plus 7 is your correct answer. Now find the coordinates of this point where this line crosses the x-axis. That means 5x plus 7 equals 0. That means 5x equals negative 7 and x is equals to negative 7 over 5. That means your correct answer is the value of x is going to be negative 7 over 5 and y equals 0. Now comes question number 14. This grid is given to you, and a triangle A is also given. It says on the grid, draw the image of triangle A after reflection in the y-axis. So always remember a rule: whenever there is a reflection in y-axis, that means your x and y coordinates, which is given in this triangle, x will be negative or opposite of x, right? Now in here it is 1 1, so it's going to be negative 1 and positive 1. So this is going to be the point. Now this is 4 4 2. This point is 4 2. That means it's going to be negative 4 and 2. This is going to be a second point. Third point, which is 3 5, that means it's going to be negative 3 and 5 over here. Now we can make a triangle very easily, joining this line with this, joining here, and joining here. This is going to be your image after reflection in the y-axis. Now you can write down over here that this is a dash reflection. And now in part B it says triangle A after a translation by the vector negative 3 and negative 4. That means this all these coordinates are going to shift 3 left, 3 to the left, and 4 to down. Okay, now this is 1 1. It's going to be left 3, 1 2 and 3, 1 2 3 and 4. This is going to be the first point. Now this is going to be shifting left 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then comes the top part. This is 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is going to be your third point of the triangle. And then we join these points, something like this. And this is going to be your part B. A dash dash is going to be your final answer for question number 14. Question number 15 is writing 0.0001 as a power of 10. And in here you can see 1, 2, 3, and fourth place decimal is there. That means it is going to be 10 raised to the power negative 4 is going to be the correct answer. Question number 16 says, as the temperature increases, people eat more ice cream. So in here, when the temperature is increasing, people eat more ice cream. So both the items are increasing. Temperature and ice cream taken is also more. So it is going to be a positive correlation. In question number 17, it says Sanjay invests $700 in an account paying simple interest at the rate of 2.5 per year. Calculate the value of this investment at the end of 6 years. So formula is A equals P 1 plus, and the rate is, and then time. So amount you need to find out, and the principal given is 700. 1 plus 2.5 is the rate, 2.5%, and the time is 6 years. So simplifying this one is going to give us 2.5. 2.5 times 6 is going to be 15. So that means it is 15 over 100. For further calculations, we can do it here. So amount is going to be 700, and since it is 15 over 100, so it's going to be 0.15. So A equals 700 multiplied by 1.15, and when we multiply 700 by 1.15, you will get $805, which is the correct answer. Now moving on to question number 18. There are first four terms of the sequence. Bringing it a little over here. So there are first four terms of the sequence: 1, 23, 45, and 67. So first of all, find out the difference between these two. Of course, we know it is 22, and 45 minus 23 also gives us 22. 67 minus 45 also gives us 22. So further adding 22 to this one is going to give us 89. Adding 22 and adding further 29 is further 22 gives us 111. So these are the two next terms, which is not difficult to find out. Now we need to find out the nth term. Since it is giving us 22, so it's going to be 22n. So first term we can see it is 21. So from 22n we need to subtract 21 to get a 1. So your nth term is going to be 22n minus 21. In question number 19, it says 5f plus 7g minus 8f plus 2g. So we'll put like terms together. 5f minus 8f plus 7g plus 2g. And 5f minus 8f is going to give us minus 3f and plus 9g as the correct answer. So you need to write 3f plus 9g as the correct answer. Now you know the exponents rule, that when the numbers are multiplied, powers are added. So your working should be something like this. And as the final answer, you should write h to the power 7. Now it is under root 16 x square. You may write this one as under root 16 multiplied by under root x square times 5 to the power y is 0. Whenever power is 0, it's equals to 1. So you can write this one as a 4, this one as an x, and this one as a 5. So your final answer is going to be 20x. In question number 20, it says Ravan has n marbles, so you must write n over here, and he gives, that means subtract. Subtract what? N over 5 minus n over 5. And then he gives means negative, cousin n over 2, n over 2. Write an expression in terms of n. So as soon as you have fractions, so you need to know there is a numerator and denominator, and when the denominators are different, we need to make them equal. So when there is no denominator, that means it is equals to 1. So making all the denominators equal, we need to multiply this by 10. So multiply this one by 10. This one multiply by 2 to make it 10. So this is going to be multiplied by 2. This is going to be multiplied by 5. So this is going to be also multiplied by 5. So while simplifying, we can write 10n over 10 minus 2n over 10 and minus 5n over 10. Simply we can write in this way 5n over 10. So once the subtractions are done, it's going to give us 3n over 10, or in the answer you can write 3 over 10 n. So this is in terms of n. Now in question number 21, it says use set notation to describe the shaded region. Shaded region is intersection of A and B. So you will write A intersection B as the correct answer. Here in part B, it says find elements of C. Elements of C are B, H, J, G, and F. So there are 5 elements. So your 5 is going to be your correct answer. You get full marks for it. In question number 22, it says without using calculator, work out 2 whole 1 over 3 times 11 over 14. So 2 whole 1 over 3 times 11 over 14. So you can write this as 7 over 3 times 11 over 14. You know very well there are two numbers 7 and 14 can be simplified by 2. 7 times 1 is a 7 and 7 times 2 is a 14. So you may write 11 over 6. But the question says to write the answer in mixed numbers. So 6 times 1 is a 6 and 5 is the remainder, which becomes the numerator of this question. In question number 23, expand and simplify. That means you write x multiplied by x minus 5 and then plus 3 again multiplied by x minus 5. So this gives us x squared minus 5x plus 3x minus 15. So this gives us our final answer as minus 3x minus 15. Actually, it is 2x. 5 minus 3 is a 2x. So in the final answer, you should write x minus 2x minus 15. Now in the next question, it says Renika's teacher asked her to factorize completely 8x squared minus 12x. Renika writes 2x, 4x minus 6. So when you look at this closely, 4x minus 6, there is a number 2 that can divide both of them. So 2 is common in both of them. So this is why Ranika's answer is wrong. And the correct answer is 8x squared minus 12x. So 4x is common, and 4 times 2 x is multiplied by 4 times 3 is going to give us the same. So this is your final correct answer, 4x and 2x minus 3, to get 2 marks out of this question. This is the last question, question number 24. Very soon after finishing this one, I'll be uploading some more past papers. So please do subscribe and share this channel so that, and comments too, so that I can provide you more past papers with the solutions. Now, think of a whole number. Both the numbers are greater than 6, and the lowest common multiple is 90, and the highest common factor is 6. So that means you know very well the rule is LCM is multiplied by HCF is going to be the product of those two numbers. So LCM is 90 times 6. So 90 times 6 gives you how much? 540. So we know very well that this number is the product of those two numbers which are greater than 6. So how I see is that 18 times 30 gives us 540, and both the numbers are bigger than 6. So that means your final answer is going to be 18 and 6, because 18 multiplied by 6 gives us 540, and 18 is the LCM of 540, and 6 is the HCF of these two numbers. That's all for this video. Thanks very much everyone for watching this. Kindly do comment and subscribe for this channel. Thank you very much.